Hey everybody, how's it going? Last week I didn't do a video covering the details because there's one detail, and that's that there was a roadmap. However, I feel we covered the details of what's coming up shortly enough because we had details earlier than last week. So no video that week. Let's go ahead and throw it into this video. We did get compensation for Loot Fest. If you've played during the event that happened, you have gained 2 different rewards. You will be getting 3 scavenger crates for the Loot Fest, and you will be getting your 2000 steel for the Hitakiri event. We then got new elite outfits, which surprisingly decent. The Vikings are for defenders and the Wulin are for attackers. Knights and samurai are both neutral. And that is the entirety of last week's news. We do have a roadmap which shows a XP Fest coming up on the 19th, and we have the Warriors Den for the Year 3 Season 2 reveal. So this is the Viking hero with the hammer. That is on the 25th. So we do know what's coming up. We have the next month planned out for us. And then getting into this week, we have the For Honor Summer Sale. All cosmetic items, literally everything in For Honor, is on sale for 25% off. If there is any cosmetic you want to pick up, now is a great time to do so. Additionally, Champion Status is having a sale. It's 50% off all Champion Status. If you're planning on playing a bunch for this upcoming double XP, go ahead and pick up Champion Status because it will add an additional 25% on top of that. Or if you're looking for the Viking hero, going to be leveling him up real quick, go ahead and pick that up. Because 50% off means you can get a year for about the same as 4.5 months, 5 months on the normal Champion Status prices, simply because of the way that they do discounts for buying larger amounts. So yeah, Champion Status, get it. And that is the entirety of the news for in-game stuff. Beyond that, we do have some news that For Honor is officially dead, or maybe somebody's going to tell you that. The Warriors Den is no longer going to be a weekly show. People have already felt for weeks now that the game doesn't have enough going for it to make a useful show every single week, and they keep putting out these shows where they'll tell us 5 minutes of information and then watch memes for 30 minutes. And well, nobody wanted to watch those memes because they're available elsewhere, and we've seen them for the whole week ahead of time. So yeah, they're not going to be running a weekly show anymore. I've already fallen off and not been covering the weekly shows because there's not enough information. I'm sure some of you have noticed, but now Warriors Den is no longer going to be covering the weekly shows. Instead, they will be posting a blog post as they always have been, only this time there won't be an accompanying Warriors Den stream talking to us with memes and stuff. So with that, we do have a little infograph. So from the 25th, when they reveal the hero, we will have another Warriors Den on the 1st, and then we will have a blog post and a Warriors Den again on the 15th and the 22nd. Then we'll have 3 weeks with no Warriors Den. So this will probably be the quarter season live stream, and then again a quarter season live stream, and then the half season live stream. Because that is when we do get the smaller patches, is now at the mid-season. But yeah, we're no longer going to be getting a weekly Warriors Den stream. This does mean that probably until the 25th, we won't have another Warriors Den, hopefully with a very good amount of content for you to watch regarding For Honor and the new Viking hero. Beyond me though, as I do have a very small reach, how do you guys feel about this as the overall reach of For Honor? How do you think the community is going to react to this? Is it a dead game? Is it simply the better choice with the lack of development on rapid changes that we don't need a weekly show anymore? We're no longer getting behind the scenes frequently. We don't have any major events that are coming up. Is it better that we don't have a weekly show, or is it just a sign that the development has moved on and they aren't producing enough anymore? I would love to hear your take on it. My take is that this probably isn't changing anything. We've already had kind of a lull in content for the last 2 to 4 months, maybe even more than that if you really want to say that those were dead months too. But as it stands, I don't think that we've been having enough content to warrant these Warriors Den streams where they come on, say 5 words, and then end them. I do think that this means that each time we get a Warriors Den stream, we will have a more significant amount of information to gather and to see from the point of the game on where we're heading and what we should know that week. And I certainly don't think it's any more of a dead game than it has been for the last year. We have seen a significant shift after Marching Fire with a reduction in how many people are actually working on For Honor, and We've slowly seen people seep away with all of the larger names that we know no longer being on the For Honor project. So I don't think any of this sudden news that we don't have a Warriors Den stream is anything new. This has been writing on the wall for a long time, so I'm not surprised to see this, and I don't think that this announcement is actually changing anything that we didn't already have happening. This is simply them acknowledging a problem and agreeing with the community that maybe it's better for both of our times than not spend it weekly and instead go every other week or every 4 weeks, where we can have actual stuff to talk about. And in addition to this, it should give them the ability to actually address problems that the community is bringing up before a Warriors Den, and potentially get a patch out or bring in a whole community address to it. And that's just a much better thing to have. Well, enough of my rambling. If you have your own thoughts, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments. I would love to hear them. Or if you want to have a chat, you can meet me on Discord. There's a link in the description. That is the entirety of this week's Warriors Den and my thoughts on it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the battlefield.